Patriarch. This image is among, if not number one, in my mind of the images I've ever taken as far as the images that mean the most to me. I planned this image out kind of for a long time, and I just never got around to taking it. So this image is of my grandfather. That's why it's called Patriarch. He's the patriarch of our family. My family is very much centered around my grandparents. We go to their house, for all the events, and when I was a kid, we always went to their house, for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and every single holiday. All of my family, would gather at my grandparents' house. I spent a lot of time with them as a kid. And at one point, they basically became like my mother and father. And they're two of the most important people in my life. And this image, I'm still struggling on how to capture my grandmother the way I want to capture her, but I was able to capture my grandfather the way I wanted to capture him. And it's very simple from a photographic standpoint. This image is, it's just a black background in the studio with a single beauty dish, studio strobe light set up in a paramount position directly in front of the model, up above them, angled down. And I wanted that hard light because I wanted to see those wrinkles in his face. He wears his age very well, and I wanted to see that. I want that to convey, that this man is a hard-working man. And I didn't want him smiling. And, I'm sure that some people, especially in my family, maybe didn't really like that at first when they saw this image, that he wasn't smiling. Because maybe, people think it makes him look gruff or it makes him look upset. That's not him at all, and that's not what I was going for. The reason I wanted kind of an expressionless face here, was that allows us to see all of the details of a person's face. Whereas when you're smiling, it changes the way your face looks. And sometimes it looks contrived, and it looks kind of fake. This could not have turned out better for me. This turned out exactly the way that I wanted it to. And I was surprised. The very first year I entered Photospiva, which is the nation's longest running photographic competition, I entered this image, and it got accepted to the gallery, which is a huge, high honor, and I was very excited about that. But on top of that, it won first place in that gallery that year. I can't express, what it meant to me. I mean, I was crying as I took the award. It's the type of thing, that you only dream about. To think that this image that means so much to me and so much to so many people in my family, also touched a judge's heart. To think about that way, that it was really important to me. I've only ever entered it in that one competition, and I begrudgingly did it there because sometimes you find that images that mean the most to you, you don't want to put them out there because you're scared that if they don't get accepted, that it in some way diminishes it, and you don't want to leave that up to someone else to be the judge of. But I'm very happy with where it is. I love this image. It's one of my favorites.